A massive truck carrying a heavy load might serve an extraordinary function, but it's undeniable that these large trucks often cause concern for others. Especially when crossing fragile bridges or driving on weak roads, people fear that something terrible might happen.
No injuries were reported, but considerable damage was inflicted on nearby property.
Due to bad weather, a flood nearly submerged a road that serves as a crucial route for various vehicles. Several trucks then struggled to cross the road quickly. However, something unavoidable occurred. One of the large trucks began to sway and eventually fell into the floodwaters. It seemed that the truck was overloaded and the road was unstable due to the extreme weather, causing the truck to crash in that terrifying way. In another incident, a bridge collapsed just as a large truck was attempting to cross. The truck toppled along with the collapsing bridge. Both the truck's condition and the destroyed bridge were extremely concerning. It was truly a frightening event. Tension also arose on the highway. A large truck, seemingly carrying a significant load, lost control. It appeared that the driver was speeding, and at that moment, another car swerved into its path. The truck, trying to avoid the car, couldn't slow down in time and ended up falling into a roadside ravine. This startled several nearby drivers who quickly moved out of the way. Another shocking incident just occurred. Watch how this truck, carrying sand, was speeding down the road. Unfortunately, as it tried to navigate a downhill stretch, the truck lost control and the sand spilled all over the road. A giant truck fell into the river, most likely due to the driver not being skilled enough to handle the vehicle on narrow roads. Now, with the help of other heavy equipment, several people are working hard to lift the truck back up so it can be used again as before. No one can predict exactly when a bad incident will strike, just like the event that occurred on the highway here. A large truck sped out of control, leading to an inevitable accident. Whatever the cause may have been, one thing is certain: this truck was utterly destroyed in a matter of seconds. One crucial thing to consider when driving a large truck is its load. If it's overloaded, it can be extremely dangerous, especially if the truck isn't designed to carry such heavy weights. Excess weight can trigger serious issues like accidents, similar to what happened with this giant truck. Due to the excessive load combined with a damaged road, the truck was unable to handle the challenges and ultimately fell. Besides highways, large trucks carrying heavy loads often encounter problems when navigating narrow, winding mountain roads. In this case, a logging truck carrying a considerable amount of timber failed to stay on course and eventually fell. Immediately, everyone around the truck panicked upon witnessing the event. Who knows what was going through this truck driver's mind? It seems he forgot to lower the truck's bed back to its original position before starting his journey. Because of that mistake, the truck's bed hit an overpass, leading to an accident. A large ship experienced an unexpected incident. It seems that the ship was completely out of control, causing it to tip over, leaving only a short time before it would sink. This was indeed a tense situation. An unwanted event occurred here. As we know, heavy machinery like an excavator is expensive to purchase and maintain due to its critical function. However, due to the operator's carelessness, a mistake was made right as the excavator was about to be lowered. The operator made an error, causing the excavator to fall improperly and topple over onto the ground. It's truly unfortunate. It turns out that it's not only large, heavy machinery that requires skill to operate, but even smaller equipment like this also demands precision from the operator. Otherwise, it can pose significant danger, both to the operator and to anyone nearby.
He's just fallen off a digger.
Due to a miscalculation, an excavator demolishing a house encountered a serious problem. Just after the machine successfully destroyed one side of the house, the entire structure collapsed suddenly, burying the excavator and its operator beneath the rubble. It was truly a terrifying sight. This piece of heavy machinery suffered sudden damage. Flames spread across various parts of the equipment, causing panic. Such machinery is incredibly important, and its maintenance is costly, especially when major repairs are needed. The fire spread rapidly, creating a terrifying situation.
Backhoe excavator caught a blazing fire due to an electrical issue, and the only way...
In this scene, in a vast mining area, an excavator is seen stopping on a slightly sloping spot. It appears that the operator was unable to estimate its exact position, which ultimately caused the excavator to tilt further and eventually tumble over. Although one operator tried to hold on to the side of the excavator, it was futile. The machine was simply too heavy for one person to handle. The excavator was attempting to lift materials from a hole that had been deliberately dug beforehand. However, it turns out that the material was too heavy for the excavator, causing it to be pulled into the hole instead. Every heavy equipment operator is required to be prepared for unexpected situations, including traversing roads or areas filled with various obstacles. For example, this can be seen with one of these large trucks. At first, the truck appears to be making a strong effort to cross a river that in fact isn't very deep. However, it failed and came to a stop in the middle of the river with thick smoke starting to billow out from the truck's body, a clear sign of severe damage. This, of course, is a very dangerous situation. This crane was tasked with lifting a large tree and moving it to a designated location. However, unexpectedly, it seems that the crane operator didn't make the proper considerations, which led to a rather tense incident. The strap used to lift the tree trunk came loose, causing damage to the crane as well. As you can see here, everyone in the vicinity panicked. This incident was truly nerve-wracking. Why wouldn't it be? In this case, we can see an excavator operating near a beach filled with large rocks. But something went wrong. Before long, the excavator lost its balance and eventually toppled into the sea. This is what happens when an oversized truck is overloaded. Without proper consideration, something dangerous is bound to happen. This logging truck has clearly shown the importance of controlling the truck properly, including ensuring that the load doesn't exceed the limit, keeping everything safe. Once again, we see heavy machinery trying to move what appears to be an important building foundation. Unfortunately, due to the operator's lack of attention, the machinery made a huge error. It lost control and dropped the object it was trying to lift.